Whoa, look! It's the legendary Crystal Tower! Let's go! Yes! Whoa! It's Krator, the legendary monster! But I have the monster controller! Take that! Now the monster's under my control. Soon, the whole world will be mine!
Bomberman, listen carefully. The Mini Gang is trying to take over the world. Mr. Mini has unleashed Krator, the legendary monster, and stolen the crystals that had sealed him in the tower. Now he's using Krator's evil power to conquer the world. You must get the crystals back before Krator destroys everything. The Mini Land Amusement Park is their secret base. Hurry, Bomberman, hurry!
Now here's the special game. One that I don't hear enough people talk about, interestingly enough. Everyone knows Bomberman. It's an age-old franchise that is known for its incredibly simple yet addictive gameplay. It has quite a large cult following and has spawned a dozen sequels or so on a wide assortment of platforms. Typically, it goes like this. Your goal is to place bombs and move out of the way of their explosions, which take the form of a giant plus sign. If you or enemies are in the blast zone, they're pretty much destroyed. Your goal is to destroy key pillars and proceed to the exit. Obstacles are also thrown your way in the form of environmental design or new enemies that can eat bombs or move them, etc. But you also gain new abilities, including the ability to pick up and throw bombs, ride a dinosaur which acts as a 2-hit kill instead of a 1-hit kill, and you can even get additional power-ups like remote bombs and much, much more. But ultimately, the gameplay remains the same. Blow up key areas to make the exit appear in order to move on. This version of Bomberman is pretty much exactly like that, as most of the games in the series are. There are 5 worlds of mayhem you need to pass in order to complete the game, complete with boss fights and all. So that ultimately begs the question, what makes this one so special? Well, for starters, this game was known for being one of the longest delayed titles on the Saturn. In fact, it was delayed for well over a year. That was incredibly surprising for such a simple game, wouldn't you say? The catch is that the delay was for one key reason, and that is Netlink support. And therein lies what ultimately separates Saturn Bomberman from all the other versions. This bad boy supports a 4-player online battle mode, and get this, because the online mode is peer-to-peer, it still works to this very day. That's right, if you have the Netlink adapter and are willing to pay potential long-distance charges, you can enjoy one of the best battle modes in a Bomberman game ever. It is the only version of Bomberman that will remain online forever because of how you connect. Even the Dreamcast follow-up, which was server-based, is no longer online. It's quite interesting that video game critics of the time lambasted the game for being delayed because not enough people own the Netlink adapter to truly make the delay worthwhile. Yet today, everyone praises the game for this one feature. If that weren't enough, there's also support for local 10-player versus multiplayer. That's right, 10! You need 2 multi-taps and more controllers than you can imagine, but if you have everything required and a large enough screen, you can enjoy one of the craziest multiplayer modes ever created. It's for these 2 reasons why this game still ranks as one of the best party games ever created. It's also highly sought after because the online features still work, making it a $100 and up game. But it is truly worth it for the die-hard Saturn faithful. This is by far the very best Bomberman game ever made, and one of the best party games of all time. Sure, the graphics don't push the Saturn to their limit, and the music, while catchy, isn't anything overly special, but the fact you can have so many players going balls to the wall nuts with this game is ultimately what makes it so sought after. Capturing the footage you're seeing here with a friend was an absolute blast, but having 10 players trying to destroy one another is a sheer delight. If you have everything required to fully experience this game, I wholeheartedly recommend you check this one out, as there will never be another Bomberman game quite like this one.